front again.
I'm worried about that yellow 32 because he was 0.3 of a second faster than everybody.
You guys worry about the yellow 32. If I'm Jeremy Shank, I'm worrying about every other car here. He's the only Oregon representative against some pretty wicked competition from the state of California.
Yeah,
Listen,
I mean, you've got Drake, Hogue, and Clay Daly completely surrounding him. If you're Jeremy Shank, you got to be thinking, what did I get myself into tonight?
Listen to this qualifying time. Clay Daly a 13.919 out of that 32B. The only driver, that had made it in the 13-second laps.
Yeah, second place, 14.3.
14.3. That is 4/10. That's almost a half a second difference between first and second in qualifying. Bobby Hogue making it look really, really good. We're waiting for a couple drivers to get from one car to another.
Rob Sanders is on the backstretch in the 10N, getting that car lined up and ready to go, maybe pulling the belts a little tight, saying the last little, thing up to the man up above. Help me out because we're going to be racing.
Well, there's the Sandman. Rob Sanders makes his way out of the modified into the Leighton model, pulling double duty. Now you got to be a pretty hardcore racer to pull something like that off at an event like this.
Yeah.
We were looking at Clay Daly running 4 classes tonight. He sat there and he said if he had the opportunity, he'd run 7 classes if he
But that's
wanted
Clay
to.
Daly. I mean, that's not
Clay Daly.
Clay Daly's a long ways from normal, but that's why we love him, right?
That's why we go to his pits afterwards.
All right, caution lights are out, green flag in hand. Your front row is set. It is Hogue, and outside of him is the Sanders in the 10.
That's right. Sanders in the 10, then you got Drake. And
here we go. Trophy Dash underway for your late model division. 3
Oh,
wide at a turn 4. Jeremy Shank in the middle of Drake and Sanders. Jeremy Shank going to fade to the high side at a turn 2. He's battling Drake for the second spot. Up front, all Bobby Hogue right now.
Put Sanders all the way back to the 4th spot. He started on the outside of the front row. Real loose coming out of turn number 4. That's a 10 and. But sitting right now, this is their lead, Bobby Hogue. He is pulling away from the rest of the field from the 11X. That is Steve Drake. You got Jeremy Shank running 3rd. You have Clay Daly in the 32B in your top 4.
Well, Bobby Hogue is on the bottom of the racetrack looking very strong, but watch Steve Drake through turns 3 and 4. Last time around, he ran that middle groove, and the car was going forward and hooking up. That 11X car is someone you want to watch for the rest of the night because he's won everything there's been to win here this year in 2016. That being said, up front, Bobby Hogue, they call him the Shark. At Bakersfield, I would call him the Professor.
Right now, you can't deny Bobby Hogue's got a whole lot of talent, and he's got a whole lot of drive with this car. That unicorn is out in front and flying tonight.
You talk about the 11 of Steve Drake. Steve Drake is searching everywhere around this track. He is up at the high side over in 3 and 4. Now he's back in the middle. High side coming out of turn number 4. Almost looks like a big push coming out of turn number 4.
He is hunting the racetrack, trying to figure out where that car is going to work best for the feature. Now, that being said, this Trophy Dash sets the starting positions for the top 4 rows in the feature later on tonight. Bobby Hogue has driven that car around the bottom of turns 3 and 4, just gentle, smooth, working the brakes, not overdriving the car. And right now it's working for him. He's keeping the power on the ground, and the car is turning. Battle shaping up for the 3rd spot between the 30 of Jeremy Shank, the 32B of Clay Daly. White flag is out for your leader, Bobby Hogue. Drake at the line, side by side of the line for the 3rd spot. It is Shank on the high side of the 32B of Daly. Now he's going to take the 3rd spot down the backstretch. Here comes your leader at a turn 4 to pick up the win. That is Bobby Hogue. Right behind him will be the 11X of Steve Drake. 3rd spot will go to Jeremy Shank. Daly will finish 4th. And it's the Sandman, Rob Sanders, Tony Toast, and Childress at the back of the pack. That is how those cars will line up in our feature later on in the racing program.
What's that, bud?
Haven't seen it, bud.
No, it's right there.
We're going to go trackside with Sully to do a winner interview.
Go down there.
Sully's going to go trackside and talk to Bobby Hogue, winner of tonight's Budweiser Trophy Dash here at the Bud Nationals night number 1. Man, some awesome racing. We're going to be right back at it here at the Budweiser Nationals on Spreaker Radio, talking to a great crowd here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Fans are filling up. This is awesome. I can't wait to get into our features.